Today, we're going to be talking about vocal health.
Shut up and sing with Heather.
Welcome to Shut Up and Sing with Heather. I'm Heather, your professional voice teacher, here to give you some helpful hints and suggestions to make you the best singer you can be. Today, we're going to be talking about vocal health. The first thing we're going to talk about is sleep. You know you got to get it. You need at least 7 to 8 hours to be singing at your optimal performance, just like you would need for anything else in your daily activity. Smoking. A lot of people want to try to get by on this one, and I don't care what you're smoking, okay, babe? But you got to cut it out. That toxic smoke over your vocal cords is not helping you out at all, okay? You're going to start losing those high notes, you're not going to be able to breathe properly, and you're going to start getting that phlegmy, gross cough. Please, please, please try to quit that smoking habit. Again, no matter what you're smoking. Now, eating, let's talk about that. There are lots of different things that you can eat that will cause some phlegm. Now, some people can get by with just about eating anything and they're fine. But if you're suffering from some excessive phlegm, I want you to think about spicy foods. I want you to think about alcohol, which is going to dehydrate you. I want you to think about if you're eating too late at night. Okay, you need to make sure your body is given enough time to digest that food. If you're still suffering from acid reflux, consider elevating your head at night, or you can even buy these really cool wedge pillows that are going to help you keep that acid down. Remember, acid reflux is happening in the stomach, and the acid is coming up and actually splashing the vocal cords. Ugh, that's pretty gross, huh? So we really, really want to try to avoid that. Hydration, guys. You got to drink a lot of water, okay? Hydration takes 24 hours, so thinking you're going to get hydrated a couple hours before that gig is not enough time. Water's obviously your best bet on this one. Keep it clear, all right? If you are drinking tea or coffee, know that that's a diuretic, which means it's going to go right through you. So just double up on the water, okay? That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Let's talk about talking. Okay, so we want to be really careful with this and make sure that when we talk, we use enough breath in our speech so we don't find ourselves just barely talking and then sometimes doing this vocal fry thing. So this is called vocal fry, when we fall down into that and it gets kind of gravelly sounding. We really want to avoid this kind of speech. I definitely have seen students who do this on the regular, and I got to say, hey, you got to cut this out. It's not great for your voice, okay? Get the breath moving. Get the pitch a little bit more up, okay? It needs to feel comfortable all the time. You also need to make sure you're not working or living or putting yourself in environments that are really loud and you're having to speak over all that noise, okay? So if you're working at a bar or you're just going out a lot and you're constantly having to say, hey, what's going on over there? It's just a little bit too much for the voice, and it's going to really vocally fatigue you in the long run. So if you're going to that concert or that football game and you really want to yell for your favorite player or whatever the heck it is you do at football games, just yell like this. No one can hear you anyway. It doesn't matter. And you still look like you're being really enthusiastic. So that'll work just fine, okay? That's going to be good vocal health. Now, if you have had one of those nights where you just talk too much, scream too much, please don't do that, okay? Don't tell me about it anyway. All right, but if that happens, you need to go on vocal rest, okay? Complete vocal rest means you're really not talking. That means not whispering either, okay? Cut that out. It's really not great for the voice. Vocal rest is when you go completely silent. So if you've had one of these days or nights or what have you and you need to go on some vocal rest, I really suggest it. Besides, it's kind of nice when no one expects you to talk. Trust me on that one. And I want to tell you that when you decide to start singing, you need to do a warm-up first. Guys, you're not going to go out for a run and just hit the pavement without doing a warm-up and expect yourself to do your most amazing run ever. That's never going to happen. You've got to do that warm-up beforehand. I run into the same problem. Sometimes I come down here in Basement Studios and I just want to sing a song. But if I haven't warmed up, it's just not going to be my best. So make sure you just take a few minutes to do some warm-ups. Maybe I'll give you some of those in another episode that you can look into and try out for yourself. And then you're going to be able to do your best singing. Also, be aware of the environment, the air that you're singing into, especially in the wintertime because of the heat. The air gets very, very dry and crispy. You want to make sure that you're staying nice and hydrated even within the air. So a humidifier is a really great way to do that. Even at night, it's even great then, especially if you're waking up with that like crusty nose syndrome that happens to me for sure. The humidifier can be really, really helpful. I hope that is great and helpful for you today. Please take a minute and subscribe to this channel, like us, and comment below and tell me what are some of the things you've always been curious about and wanted to know about singing, and I will do my best to answer that for you in another video. Thanks so much. This has been Shut Up and Sing with Heather. Now get up there, shut up, and just sing.